All right, yo, so here's what we've got going on. We're trying to find out if these things are functions. So A12A, yo, says decide whether relations represented verbally, tabularly, graphically, and symbolically define a function. Technically, is it a function or not? You know what I'm saying? So check this out. Bam! So we got a graph up in this mug. This graph looks like an exponential graph, and it says determine whether the following graph represents a function. Well, you got two options. Either it's not a function or it is a function, yo. So check this out. If you learned it in your class, you should do like this type of vertical line test up in this mug. So I go down, bam, touches once. Bam, touches once. Bam, touches once. Bam, touches once. Check that out. No matter what I do, it only touches the graph one time, one time, one time, one time. Every time I draw a new line, it touches one time. Therefore, guess what? That mug is a function. So vertical line test, touches once, it is a function. Let's check out another one. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Check this one out. This one look crazy, yo. Determine whether the function, or determine whether the following is a function. So this one says represents a function. So I'm like, either it is a function or it's not a function. And we just did that in the last problem, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go, bam! Holy moly, that hits twice up in this mug. Therefore, if one line touches that graph twice, that is not, repeat, not a function. Look at my answer choices. So this one is not a function because that hit that mug twice. Check another one out. Oh man, this is a horizontal line up in here. Determine whether the following graph represents a function. So it says, is it a function? You know what I'm saying? So I've got my trusty little vertical line test. Go, bam, touches once. Bam, touches once. Bam, touches once. No matter where I go up in this, it only touches once, yo. So bam, bam, bam. One, 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 one. Touches once every time. So that sucker is a function. Man, this is easy. Check this one out. Man, they try to do it upside down here. So we got 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. No matter what I do, this represents a function, yo. So this is a function. All right, so that's how it looks when we're looking at the graphs. You know what I'm saying? You just check out the vertical line test. But then, oh snap, it says which set of ordered pairs, in this case, represents a function. So represents a function, and if you remember in class, we don't like going back to our x's, therefore the x's cannot repeat. So I'm going to do up a highlighter up in this mug. So we got this, says which one is a function, so we're looking for one that doesn't repeat. So look at this, 1, -5, whoa, 1? Man, that sucker went back to itself? No, so that's definitely not a function. We're going to go over here. That's got -3, 3, 2, 3. What? That went back to 3. That's not a function. Why they be tripping? So let's go over here. Let's do this color right up in here. You know what I'm saying? So 3, -7, 5, -1. Hold up. So that's 3, -7, 5, -1. If you notice, all I'm looking at is the x's. That's the good news right there. So I'm going to put a little smiley face right there. But I'm going to go check this other one up just in case. So I got a 3, a 2, a -8, and a 2. What? So that right there, they repeat. So they repeat, they repeat, they repeat. This one does not repeat. And it says which one represents a function, yo. So it's going to be this one. So this one right here is my function. The other three are not functions. You know what I'm saying? So let's check this one out. Ooh, they try to trip me up and throw the crazy word not a function. So which one's not a function? That means which one has the x that repeats. So I'm just going to look at my x values. -3, -2, -2. Oh, they be tripping. So that's definitely not a function. Hold up. That's the one I've been looking for. You know what I'm saying? So there's my answer right there, yo. Because that one's not a function because they be tripping. You can't repeat. But let's check the other ones. That's 7, -9, -4, -2. Don't repeat. -8, 0, -3, 4. Don't repeat. 8, 7, -3, 4. They don't repeat. So the only one that repeats, they be tripping. You can't be a function, yo. So that one right there is not our function, all right? Check this one out real quick. The same thing. Which one represents a function? So this one says represents a function. So it means which one where the x's don't repeat. So let's see. 1, 5, 1. I could stop right there. Repeats. Negative 9, stop there. Negative 9 repeats. Negative 7, 1, 6, negative 1. See, that's a 1 and that's a negative 1. Those are different numbers. Therefore, that one automatically represents my function, yo. But let's see, negative 7, negative 4, negative 7, that repeats. So if they repeat, it's not a function, so we know that answer is a function. All right, and then we'll do one more. Man, they tried to trick me. Don't forget that word not a function. So which one's not a function, yo? So negative 3, 7, 9, 7, that repeats. You see how I'm connecting the dots, yo? So then I know that one is not a function. Hold up, that's the one I'm looking for right there. Bam! But because we big baller shot callers, we're going to check the other ones. Negative 3, negative 6, negative 5. Those are good ones. 3, negative 2, 6, 4. They'll be good too. You know what I'm saying? And then 4, negative 4, negative 2, and 6. So none of those x's repeat in those equations. So the only one that's not a function happens to be that first one. And then, oh snap, we got these things called mapping, yo. And so if it's a function, we got to remember that the x's cannot repeat. And so this one's pretty easy, you know what I'm saying? So let's check this out. So this one, it's got one arrow from that number, one arrow from that number, one arrow from that number, and one arrow from that number. That's good news, yo, because a domain means x. So one arrow, that's only happening once, that's happening once, that's happening once, that's happening once. So that is a function. I don't care about the y values over here, the range right now. I'm looking at the x's, yo. One arrow, one arrow, one arrow, one arrow. That's good news. I'm drawing a little smiley face. I'm happy. Real quick, domain, I'm looking at the x. Which one is a function? Is it a function or not? One arrow, one arrow, one arrow, one arrow. Man, that's good news right there. So that is a function. Oh, this is my x. I'm looking at my domain. One arrow, that's good. One arrow, that's good. Man, hold up. This one says that 3 goes with 3 and 3 goes with 4. So if I drew that as an ordered pair, that's 3, 3, and that's 3, 4. And we already said, what did we say? Oh yeah, that's right, that the x's can't repeat. And so they try to be tripping with 2 arrows right there. That's not good. So this is not a function. 2 arrows on the left side is definitely a function. All right, let's check out another one. They tried to trick me again. So this right here, that's good. 1 arrow. This right here, 2 arrows. I can stop right there and say, hey, not a function. Because what they're trying to do, and I'll show you one more time, is that's like trying to say 7 goes with 1. So bam, bam. And then it also says 7 goes with 3. That's bam, bam. You cannot repeat. Therefore, it's not a function. And it also happened right here. That 8 repeats too. Holy moly. This 9 is good, but if it's 2 arrows on one number only, definitely not a function. So there you have it, folks. Real quick. Function, not a function. 1, 1, 1, 1. This is a function. Bam! Then right here, bam! It only has to happen once. It touches twice. Not a function. Touch once. Function 1, 1, 1, 1. That's each new line, yo. Don't say this crosses 4 times. It's each time it crossed 1 time. This crosses that one line, crosses twice, so that's not a function. And then right here, which one does not represent a function? Remember, not means the x's repeat. And so right here, -2, -2, that's bad news. So this is bam, 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 bam. That's good news. Bam, 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 good news. Bam, 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 good news, yo. So the only one that sticks out like a sore thumb is this one, because that's not a function, all right? So when it comes down to, you remember this one on the mapping, 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow on the left side, good news, that is a function. Right here, 1 arrow, bam, 2 arrows, that's not good news. That's not a function. All right, folks, so I hope this helps you out. Function and not a function is very, very easy. X can't repeat, and the vertical line test can only touch once. So good luck, yo. Peace.